guys, welcome to a Saddle Up with Sienna, and today we're going to be going to my jumping lesson. So I'm going to be walking you through what me and Chip did on this wonderful day, and we're going to get to see all of our jumps and all of our mistakes and all of our triumphs. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we started off warming up with walk, trot, and canter. He was really good, but he felt a little bit stiff to his right side, but after I warmed him up a little bit with a lot of circles and a lot of transitions, he seemed to be a lot better, and he just wanted to go, go, go. And so this first ground pole, we got it on a half stride, so he broke the trot, but we got it back, and we didn't get the best stride to it, but it was okay. So this next clip is of our first attempt at the jump, so it was a cavaletti to a cross rail. And Chip, during our warm-ups, had been eyeing that door and occasionally spooking at it and not wanting to go by it. So it was kind of no surprise, but I could have kicked him over a bit more. So he does that cavaletti pretty decently, but then he kept speaking to the door, and I honestly probably could have gone to go over it, but I let him run out of it, and that was all me. So we were trotting into most of these jumps because this horse can canter all day into fences, but he really struggles with staying in trot during fences. Obviously, he's not very relaxed and he's very tense. And so we did not take a very straight approach to the jump, I'd say. We could have made a better approach. He got it in 5 though, and he made a pretty good jump over it. And I did get him over to the wall, and we did make that corner. And so I was pretty proud of him for that jump, and it was a good jump on his part. So this was the first time cantering into the jump, and so we had a decent ride to the cavaletti, and then a very drifty ride to that cross rail. Because he was very scared of that door, he gets really drifty whenever we go towards that door, but he had a good jump over it even though he was drifting. And so now we're just cantering, and he seems a bit chiller than usual. He's not a speed demon-y. He's still tense and not relaxed, but he's a lot better than usual. And so we broke there, but then I got it back. And then we jumped that cavaletti, which wasn't that bad. And then to the cross rail, which I got left behind on the landing. But he's such a good boy, and he just puts up with me beautifully. So in this clip, he was not listening to my half faults, and he was just running away. And so I decided to circle him and bring him back to trot to make him listen to my aids a bit more, as he does not like his face being clamped on, and so you really got to add a lot of leg when you do it and sit back. And so eventually I decided to bring him back to walk when my trainer puts up another jump. So this was our first time jumping that oxer, and so we had a good ride to the cavaletti. He got it on a full stride. And then we had a drifty ride to the cross rail, but we actually made it over the center for once, and he jumped that oxer beautifully. And so then we come back around again, and this time I'm looking to get him better to that cavaletti. He is now really tense compared to what he was a couple minutes ago, and so we don't have a good ride to his cavaletti, but we jumped that cross rail in the center again, which is beautiful, and he just did such a good job with these oxers. So proud of him. So this was the first time we went into the cavaletti to vertical, and I let him go into canter and totally did not guess his jump right, but then we got it back and we went over the center of that vertical. And you can tell he's a lot less drifty this direction because he can't see that door, so he's a lot less spooky. So then we tried again in trot, and I get a better jump at it this time. And then we get him back, and he's nice and slower than usual, and so I thought he was really nice and in control that time. So now we're going to canter into it, and he gets a pretty good line to it. I get a little bit jostled, but that's all right. And then we go over the next jump, and it's all okay. So this one, you're going to probably notice that we made a few mistakes, and if you look, my arms are very floppy, and that's because I'm still new to all this, and I'm still a work in progress, so please excuse my floppy arms. That cavaletti was pretty good, but then we got really close to that vertical, and we barely made it over. We kind of just cat leaped over it. And this next clip was a little bit better. I had a lot more control, but again, my floppy arms. We went over the cavaletti, and then just a little cat leap over the vertical. this is the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And Chip was such a good boy today. This was my first time jumping an oxer on him. I've jumped oxers before, just not on him. And he was so much different than the other horses I've ever jumped on. And he is amazing and the best horse in the world. He was so calm and chill, unlike all the other times I've ever ridden him. And I just love this horse. Thank you guys for watching so much. Like, comment, subscribe for more horse crazy content for horse crazy kids.